Hindi lang kinansela ang peace talks, tinawag pang terorista ni Pangulong Duterte ang CPP, NPA, NDFP. Pero para sa isang makakaliwang leader, hindi basta-basta kinakansela ang usapang pangkapayapaan kahit may ilang hindi pagkakaunawaan ang magkabilang panig. Narito ang aking report. Noong isang buwan, maayos pang nagtapos ang ikatlong bahagi ng usapang pangkapayapaan sa pagitan ng gobyerno at ng National Democratic Front of the Philippines o NDFP sa Rome, Italy. Pero tila bakas na noon sa mga miyembro ng komunistang grupo ang pagkadismaya.
Bilagong politikan!
At makalipas ang 6 na araw, binawi ng New People's Army o NPA, epektibo sa February 10, ang unilateral ceasefire na dineklara nito Agosto noong isang taon. Giit ng rebelding grupo, hindi raw kasi tumutupad ang gobyerno sa pangako nitong palayain ang mga bilanggong politikal at ang umano'y pang-abuso ng militar sa tigil putukan. Kinabukasan, binawi na rin ni Pangulong Duterte ang unilateral ceasefire ng gobyerno. Hanggang sa nitong Sabado ng gabi sa isang press conference sa Davao City, sinabi mismo ni Pangulong Duterte na pinakakansela na niya ang peace talks. Dahil daw ito sa mga pag-atake ng NPA nitong nakaraang linggo na ikinamatay ng ilang sundalo. At saan niya hindi makatwirang hiling ng komunistang grupo na pakawalan ang lahat ng 400 political prisoner na magagawa lang sa pamamagitan ng isang general amnesty. Pinanindigan ng Pangulo ang kanyang desisyon.
I have decided to scrap it entirely. And since they were released on condition that they would participate in the talks in Oslo, and since it has been entirely scrapped, I'll just give them a few days. But if they come to the Philippines, if they come back, they will be rearrested and placed inside the prison.
Total termination, sir, hindi lang suspension.
Again?
Total termination, not just suspension.
Ayaw ko na. Ayaw ko yung niloloko ako.
Tinawag ng Pangulo na terorista at hindi lang rebelding grupo ang CPP-NPA. Dahil wala na raw peace talks na magaganap, ipinaaresto na rin ni Pangulong Duterte ang mga NDFP consultants na pansamantalang pinalaya para makadalo sa usapang pangkapayapaan. Pero sa panayam sa programang News to Go, sinabi ni dating Bayan Muna Representative sa Turo Campo, isa sa mga independent cooperator ng NDFP, na hindi basta-basta pwedeng kanselahin ang peace talks.
All of this have to be understood na bilang outburst ng Presidente. Pero legally or within the context of the peace negotiations and the agreements, the talks have not been terminated. Kasi kapipirma lamang nila ng mga agreement, reaffirm the agreements.
Okay.
And there are conditions, there are procedures sa termination.
Giit pa ni Ocampo, hindi rin daw pwedeng arestuhin basta-basta ang mga NDFP consultants dahil protektado sila ng immunity sa ilalim ng Joint Agreement on Safety and Immunity Guarantees o JASIG. 6 na buwang pansamantalang kalayaan ang ibinigay sa 19 na consultants ng NDFP Agosto noong isang taon para makadalo sila sa peace talks. Ngayong buwan sana pag-uusapan kung palalawigin ang kanilang piyansa.
Magkaugnay yung termination ng peace talks saka yung guarantee ng protection ng mga consultant. Sinasabi niya, pagdating aarestuin niya, hindi rin niya pwedeng gawin yon.
Hindi niya pwedeng paaresto yung mga pinalaya na.
Not on his own, kasi sila, they were released on bail. So, ang korteng may jurisdiction sa kanila ang makakapag-issue rin kung i-arrest sila.
Pero buwelta ni Pangulong Duterte,
Sabi nila na
If it wasn't the JASIG, sir, what was the basis of the...
I think the basis for that is, I think the government went to the Justice Department and asked for, mabigyan sila ng bail to go out and meet with the government panel for the peace talks abroad.
But not under the regime of the JASIG, sir.
I don't think so. I don't think the Justice...
Why so, sir?
I do not know. I do not know why.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I ask is if they're going to be arrested, what will be the basis for?
Well, for crimes that they were charged before. You remember...
You're going to refile the cases?
The champion couple were actually under detention.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for crimes against the public, whatever, inciting rebellion, whatever. Hindi ko alam yung specific charge.
Opo.
So, hindi naman nawala yung kasalanan nila. Hindi naman sila binigyan ng amnesty.
Correct, sir.
They were not given amnesty to get out or to be released on amnesty. Wala yun eh. Or pardon, whatever. So, kung wala na yung basis ng kanilang temporary liberty, so they should be going back to under the custody of the government.
Meaning cancel bail po?
Yeah, kasi sinabi ng Presidente, cancel na yung kanilang they will be arrested again eh.
So has the Department of Justice, sir, informed the local courts?
Oh, I don't know. We have not, we're not familiar of that.
Sir, okay. Just one last one. the president calling the NPA and the members terrorists, sir, this is just rhetoric, or does it have an effect in law in terms of activating the Human Security Act? Meaning, we can go after the supporters of the NPA, not only of the core leaders and all that.
Hindi pa namin pinag-usapan yan. Hindi pa namin pinag-usapan. Maybe later on when we talk to him again. Yeah. To the
Okay, thank you,
president.
Joseph.
Thank you, sir.
Marlon, to be followed by Pia, then Ace, and then Dreo.
Magandang tanghali po, Secretary.
Magandang hali naman.
SME, kung now that you have declared an all-out war against the NPA, will you be deploying more soldiers to go after the communist insurgents?
No, because some of the soldiers that were addressing them before were brought to Basilan and Holo in Central Mindanao. I think we have sufficient troops naman sa ground, I mean, Caraga, Southern Mindanao, and other places to address this issue. Meron pa naman tayong tropa doon eh. And we can, maybe if there's a need, we may be transferring other troops from Luzon to areas that need these troops more.
Sir, in the past, yung all-out war ng government against the NPA have been marred by human rights abuses. Ngayon po, can you assure the public, the Filipino people,
We will see to
this
it that
time-
those abuses will not be committed again. No, it's bad for the image of the military. Alam mo, nawawalan ng credibility yung military pagka umaabuso sila. And we try to avoid that. I've been a commander before on the ground, and I really did not want to prevent my people from doing those. I really punish them, discharge them, or bring them to court kung meron gumagawa ng ganun.
So, kanina po, binanggit niyo po, you have already spoken with Secretary Teresa. Did you also seek out Secretary Bello, the lead government
Yeah, I was trying to call him a while ago when I was coming here, pero hindi ko siya makontak eh. I think his phone is also very busy. Mukhang marami rin siyang kinakausap. But I'll talk to him again after this.
Sir, yung earlier po, binanggit niyo yung arrest ni Arbitrario. Was he arrested by the soldiers, by the military officers?
Iya, na-checkpoint siya doon sa Toril eh. Na-checkpoint siya dahil anyway, ang naka-checkpoint naman sa kanya mga pulis at saka joint ng checkpoint ng pulis at saka army. Kaya ko nalaman dahil yung nakahuli, nag-report kagad sa akin. Sabi niya, sir, meron kami nahuli rito. One was accused of warrant of arrest for murder. Pero may kasama siya, yung si Arbitrario. Sabi ko, okay, let's hold him first and we will seek clarification if he should be arrested or not. But since meron ng order si Presidente na arestuhin yung mga leaders ng kabila na nakipag-usap sa panel natin, hawakan niyo muna and we will get some direction from higher headquarters.
Sir, how do you respond to insinuations that the military is out to actually sabotage the peace negotiations between the CPP and
No,
the
we did
government
not.
party?
In fact, alam nyo, I really want peace. I've been fighting this since I was a lieutenant in 1973. Hanggang nag-retire ako, hanggang ngayon, retired na ako na matagal, we're still here. We want peace. We do not want to sabotage it. We support the peace process that was initiated by the President. Suporta kami dyan. We are not sabotaging. Yung accusation ni Mr. Halandoni na rub out na yung tatlo, it's not true. Because the day after, Alan Juanito, the spokesperson of the North Central Committee ng NPA, went on media. Sabi niya, they were the ones who accosted the three soldiers riding in 2 motorcycles at nanlaban daw. Kaya nila pinagbabaril. But these people are only armed with 45. Security nila eh. And I know for a fact that a lot of soldiers were accosted by NPA before. Hindi naman sila lumaban eh, kung wala silang laban. Maraming na-hostage ang NPA noon. In fact, for the past couple of days, maraming silang na-hostage. Hindi yun nalalaban ng sundalo pag alam nilang NPA yung they will not. They will just surrender because they know they will be returned sometime in the future. But to be shot more than 60 times per soldier, that is too much. Sila. And now, here comes Mr. Landoni saying na rub out na para masabotage yung pistol. That's, I think, very ingenious for him to say that.
Okay, thank you. Pia, to be followed by Ted Tubera, then Dreo.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, just to set the record straight, were you recommending to the president that he maintain the government ceasefire? Because I remember there was a joint statement between you and Secretary Dureza that you both recommended
Yes,
the members.
we did.
So, sir, why did you recommend it, and what do you feel now that the president decided against your advice?
Well, kaya namin ni-recommend, nag-usap kami ni Secretary Duterte, sabi niya, mabuti siguro, i-recommend natin na mag-establish tayo ng ceasefire natin. Huwag na tayong walang mag-lift ng ceasefire so that we maintain yung ating advantage over the CPP-NPA. Yan ang aming sinabi sa media. We are recommending. In fact, the same recommendation was transmitted by Secretary Duterte to the President through text. But I believe that the President was willing to continue with the ceasefire. If not for that incident yung pinatay yung 3 sundalo. Yun kasi yung parang naging last straw na niluloko niya ako. Hindi pa effective yung ceasefire nyo. Pumapatayan na kayo ng mga sundalo. 1 lieutenant in Davao Oriental. Then 3 soldiers here. Tapos kidnapping goes on. Burning of equipment goes on. Walang patid dyan. Agaw na mga baril dito sa Batangas. Continue sila. When their ceasefire is still in effect.
Sir, from the time that the NPA announced it was lifting its ceasefire to the time the president announced he was lifting the government ceasefire, would you know who he consulted with in those 2 days?
I don't think the President will consult any of us na sasabihin na tatanungin pa. Nakikita naman yung nangyayari. He gets reports. First hand, second hand, or palagi pumunta sa kanya. Marami nag-report sa kanya. I report to him. The intelligence people report to him. The local officials report to him. And all, maybe the cabinet members who are knowledgeable about what's happening on the ground report to him. So I think hindi na kailangan mag-consulta pa siya. He knows what's happening on the ground. You know, he has been hands-on when he was a mayor. In fact, I remember when I was the battalion commander in Davao City when he first won as a mayor. We went around almost every day sa mga barangay. Ganun siya ka-hands-on. And he knows what's happening on the ground.
Sir, would you know if anyone from the CPP reached out?
Yan po ang press conference sa Palasyo ng Malacanang sa pangunguna ni Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana. Kani-kanina ay inanunsyo na ng pamahalaan na magkakaroon ng all-out war laban sa New People's Army. Ito po yung armed wing ng CPP-NDF. Yan ay matapos ngang ideklara ni Pangulong Duterte na kanselado na o ipinapakansela na niya yung usapang pangkapayapaan sa CPP-NPA-NDF. Hindi naman daw magdadagdag ng tropa ang militar laban sa kanilang gagawing all-out war laban sa NPA dahil sapat naman daw yung kanilang tropa ngayon sa mga lugar kung saan nag-ooperate ang rebelding grupo.